Hey there. I am Carla Bunner Webb, and I am a domestic violence survivor, advocate, and speaker. And I have made it my mission to share with you from a book that has been helpful to me, but I've only been able to get so far in it because although it's helpful, it is difficult because it brings up a lot of memories from the time whenever I was in an emotionally and verbally abusive relationship. And so it is in the process of working through that. It also brings up a lot of memories and emotions that I get to a certain point and then I just quit because I don't want to have to deal with those. I mean, sometimes we just want to bury things and not deal with them. But what I have learned in the process of healing is if you don't deal with something, it doesn't just go away. It just comes up later on and you end up having to deal with it then. So I'd much rather just go ahead and deal with it so that I can move on and continue in the healing process. So I thought maybe if I started sharing it with you, we could do this together. And so that's how I'm looking at it, is that we are doing this together, and hopefully there's someone out there that is walking through this with me and it is helpful to them also. So the book is Daily Wisdom for Why Does He Do That? By Lundy Bancroft. And today is about a fresh start. And it doesn't matter whether it's January 1 or July, what is today? 6th, July 6th. It doesn't matter what day, whether it's New Year's or not. It's a new year for you. And it's a fresh start, and it's a new day for you. So it says, whether you are picking this book up in the spring, summer, fall, or winter, today is the first day of a new year in your life. You are beginning a 12-month journey into emotional wellness, centeredness, and freedom. Consider today your personal New Year's Day, even if it's 80 degrees outside with thunder and lightning. And it just so happens to be 80 some odd degrees outside and thundering and lightning. How appropriate. The beginning of a new year has always symbolized hope and change to people all over the world. We make New Year's resolutions as a way of saying to ourselves, I can do it. I can make my life work better. I've been gathering my strength and now I'm ready. Here we go. There's no need to wait for January 1. The time to begin the new period in life, to build the new you, is now. I want you to be well. I want you to be treated in the way you deserve by everyone in your life. Your friends, your co-workers, your relatives, your partner, the person you are choosing to make the centerpiece of your life, has the greatest responsibility of all of them. It is in your primary relationship that you should be able to feel the most sure of receiving kindness and support, of being carefully listened to, of being seen and understood. Imagine the year that now stretches out before you, long and full of possibility. Begin to hold a picture in your mind of freedom and lightness, the weight lifted from around your shoulders. Take in the thought with each breath that this is the year when you are going to find a way to live in the kind of love you deserve. Perhaps you will be able to transform the relationship you are in. Or you may decide that it's time to bring it to a close and move on. Or love that rocks your life may come from an unexpected source. Perhaps it won't be a lover or a partner this year, but instead a great new friend, a mentor, or an elder. And I would add in there, maybe you will find a relationship with Christ. Open yourself to the transformation that the next solar cycle can bring your life. And the saying for today is, I am ready to have the upcoming year bring me new life. You know, yesterday I posted a picture of me and my husband. And 5 years ago, yesterday, we had just started dating. And that picture was from a trip we took over to Louisville for the 4th of July. And it was the first picture of us, you know, together. We'd only been, you know, together for less than a month at that time. And now here it is 5 years later. And I want you to know that there is hope out there, that there is the possibility that you can have the kind of life that you dream of having, that you can have a partner who loves you, who supports you, that you don't have to be afraid to share your thoughts, your feelings, your hopes, your dreams, your emotions. And the freedom that I now am able to experience, that I know that I can go to my husband and I can share something with him. And I can say, you know, this might be out there, or this is something I had on my mind, and it may seem kind of silly. And then, you know, well, what is it? What is it? And we'll talk about it. And I don't have to be scared. I don't live in fear anymore of just putting something out there. And so many times I have had an idea or a thought and it's been kind of crazy or, you know, far-fetched. And he just says, well, look into it and see where it goes. You know, if it goes somewhere, it does. And if it doesn't, at least you checked it out and found out what the possibilities are. And so being able to just not live in fear and to be able to be myself and to not walk on eggshells, not have to worry about what I'm going to be encountering on a day-to-day basis. You know, who's going to walk through the door? You know, I know who's going to walk through the door. I know what personality I'm going to be dealing with. And, you know, does that mean that our lives are perfect? No, our lives aren't perfect. We have 4 children. We're trying to blend 2 families together with all kinds of different personalities. It's not easy, and I won't pretend that it is, but I do know that we're in it together. I know that he and I are not enemies. I know that I don't have to be afraid. I know I don't have to live in fear. I know that we are capable of having an adult conversation and talking things out and hopefully coming to a conclusion or agreeing to disagree. That's okay too. And so we have your normal relationship, you know, issues, but we work them out, and we work them out together, or we take a breath and say, you know, we need to step away from this for a minute. And it just, you know, the freedom to just breathe and be who you are, and not have to live in fear and walk on eggshells is extremely liberating. And I just, if that's the way that you are living, you know, I know it is so cliche to say, oh, well, you know, my husband is my best friend, and I just remember, you know, people saying that, and especially when they're posting about their anniversaries or, you know, things like that. You know, I've been married to my best friend for all of these years. And you know what? That's the way it's supposed to be. Your spouse is supposed to be the one person in this world that is there for you, and you can be real with and be yourself and be comfortable in your own skin around that person. That is the point of having that marriage relationship. So I just want you to know that that's not an unattainable dream, that it can happen. And I want that for you. And I hope that this is one way or the other, that this is a new year for you, that today starts a new year, and that you get to have the love and support that you deserve, not just dream of, but you deserve. And it is out there. It is out there for you. And I just pray that whether that is through your relationship with Christ, that you get that fulfillment, or if God brings people into your life that are, physically here, that you are able to have those friendships and those relationships that are special and bring you joy. So know that God loves you, know that I love you, and you have a great day.